Shelley Hofberg is a clairvoyant, medium, pet psychic, and tarot reader. She does not ask for the details about your life, but primarily relies on her gift of clairvoyance to receive the psychic insights that will be the most helpful to you about your soulmate, relationships, money concerns, and your career path. As a pet psychic, she will receive insights about what your pet or pets want you to know. As a medium, she will connect with your loved ones on the other side. Shelley Hofberg is the host of the Psychic Horizon radio show, produced by Goldilocks Productions and presented on Blog Talk Radio, Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Shelley brings together the pioneers and visionary teachers to share with you some of the most enlightening knowledge that is out there today to expand your horizons and open the paths to higher consciousness.
Welcome to the Psychic Horizon Show. I'm your host, Psychic Shelley Hofberg, and today's special guest is Bryan Rawls, the host of the Magical Journey radio show that comes on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, produced by Goldilocks Productions. And Bryan is going to be doing psychic readings for you and talking about a very special subject, light language. And Bryan will be back on the show on June 14th. And before I bring on my guest, Bryan Rawls, I just want to make some quick announcements. That on June 7th, psychic numerologist Jeremy Ryden will be my guest. He's the author of The Quest Method, Your Intuitive Destiny Guide, and Your Soul Story, How to Create the Life You Always Wanted. On May 31st, Kirsten Ross will be my guest, talking about animal communication. And on June 21st, Spec will be my guest, his name is Step, talking about automatic writing. And on June 28th, Carl Jung will be my guest, talking about out-of-body experiences. And on June 2nd, I'm going to be at the Healing Key in Long Beach, California, Psychic Fair, from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., and on June 3rd, I'm going to be at the New Earth Expo in Los Angeles from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'm now ready to bring on my guest, Bryan Rawls. Hello, Bryan.
Hello, Shelley, and thank you for having me on the Psychic Horizon show. It's always a pleasure to be here.
It's always a pleasure to have you. And can you tell the callers about yourself, Bryan?
Okay, well, for those that do not know me, I am a certified psychic medium by the American Federation of Certified Psychic Mediums, Incorporated, out of the New York office and Los Angeles office and London office. And I am also a galactic shaman that speaks light language, and I am also a certified Reiki master in 41 different styles of Reiki. I'm also a shamanic practitioner, and I basically am also a practitioner of Gypsy magic and the old religion, which is known as traditional witchcraft.
And Bryan, what is light language?
Okay, so for those that do not know what exactly light language is, light language it is a communication system used between our realm or our reality and the cosmic reality or the cosmic energies that folks name as the extraterrestrials or the star family, or people that actually know what a starseed is, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, them having that particular lineage.
And what does light language do?
Okay, well, light language does many things. But the main thing that light language does is it releases old belief systems from our reality and our perception to basically make way for our vibration to raise at a higher frequency, and for our perception and the way that that things are change and evolve quickly and on that set time frame.
And let's take our first caller, Brian, which is area code 941. Hello, 941.
Hi, my name is Carla.
Hello, Carla. And Carla, what is your question today?
My question is, I called before. I'm renting space, and it's just not getting any better with the person I'm renting from. And I was wondering, I'm not quite sure. I have a feeling she doesn't want me here, but I'm not sure if she is looking for somebody else to bring in, or is she planning on moving? I was just wondering what you see coming of that.
Okay, so I automatically heard that she was looking to sell, okay, or looking to basically move or relocate from her current position. Is this your landlord that you're talking about?
Yeah, I rent space with a doctor, and her business is not booming right at the moment. Summer months, we slow down during the summer months, but her attitude towards me is very aggressive and angry, and I barely speak a word to her. And I've only been renting about 2 months, and it ain't getting any better. You know?
Yeah, she is
and I don't even think she likes me.
She's very much on the defense with her business kind of taking a plummet, and her stress level is very much raised. And it does feel to me like you two do clash a little bit, and I kind of feel as if she's a bit intimidated. And with that intimidation, there's not going to be a happy workplace. So it actually is a blessing in disguise. It may feel like a headache right now, but I see this lady relocating. And also even possibly see her selling, so you might want to keep your ears open for that.
Okay, because I only have like 4 more months on my lease, and I have to have at least a month to get my healthcare license elsewhere if I rent somewhere else. Do you see her breaking the lease before the 4 months is up? Because that'll be my 6-month point where I can possibly get out of the lease.
Okay, so I already answered one of your questions, so let's go ahead and have Shelley jump in with this question.
Okay.
And your question was, is she going to break the lease? Is she going to move out before the 4 months? Is that what your question is, Carla?
Yeah. Yes.
I think she is. You know, she's not really thinking about you and what's good for you, and she's not a really responsible person. She's kind of a person that's an opportunist and is out for herself. So I think she is. So I think you're going to end up getting someone else to move into the office space that will be available. So you will get somebody else that's going to be a young man who's a healer, who's in the healing arts profession. And I feel that he would be a good match for you. You know, you won't have the difficulties that you're having with her, with him. He's nice, and he's very spiritual, and he's very responsible. He would be a good attendant. He would pay his rent on time. He would take care of the office. He would bring more clients into the business. So, you know, even though she breaks the lease, it does turn out okay.
No, I'm the
for
one that
you.
was breaking my lease because I'm renting from her. So
I think you will break your lease.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so then I would have to move and find somewhere else.
You will find someplace else that's you're going to be working with a young man. I see you working with a young man, so I think that you are going to break the lease and find another place to rent.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Okay, but she is definitely looking for somewhere else to go.
She is definitely looking for someplace else to go, so you should be looking also.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you.
And Bryan, how can Carla get in contact with you?
Hey, Carla again. Carla, you can get in contact with me if you would like a more in-depth session with me at 586-659-9620. That's the office number. Or you can also go to my website at www.amagicaljourney.com. And I actually have a special going on right at the moment that is for 30 minutes. It's $50 for 45 minutes, $75, and for an hour it's $100. So those are some price ranges for my special this week.
And you could get a hold of me, Carla, at 818-744-5241 or go to psychichorizon.com. And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show, Carla.
Okay, thank you.
And now ready to continue my interview with Bryan Rawls on light language, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 562. Where does light language originate from, Bryan?
Okay, so the light language originates from a specific species called the Arcturian. The Arcturians are a very highly advanced civilization that is like the intergalactic communication hub of starseeds. There are a lot of Arcturian starseeds on planet Earth at this time, and a lot of them are either have woken up or are awakening. So it kind of differs between on whether or not you are awake or whether or not your starseed DNA is dormant.
And let's take our next caller, Bryan, which is area code 562. Hello, 562.
Hi, this is Eve.
This is Eve, you said?
Eva.
Eva. Hello, Eva. And Eva, what is your question today?
I'm sorry, it's Yvonne. I'm sorry if you heard me wrong. Yvonne. You know Yvonne? Yes.
Hey, Yvonne.
Okay. I'm doing good, you guys. It's a pretty day in California, but my question is, I'm on a waiting list for called Section 8 here in California, and I was wondering do you see me getting hear from them soon, like a call or writing in the mail or anything from them?
Okay, I do see some communication getting ready to come up. And who did you say this particular person or
it's
group was?
Housing, Section 8 housing. It's a low-income housing.
Okay, it's a group because I saw kind of like an organization stepping up.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, I see about you're going to get a response back in probably about 4 to 6 weeks from now. And it could happen even sooner than that. But they're giving a rough estimate of 4 to 6. Okay? And that can mean 4 to 6 days or 4 to 6 weeks. Okay?
Okay.
All right, but let's see what Shelley has to say. She's good on time frame.
And Yvonne, do you have another question?
I do, but I didn't want to take up all you guys' time. It was about love.
It's fine. You could ask another question. What is your other question?
It's about when do you see me meeting someone new for love?
I see June, July, August. So I'm picking up the summer months. During the summer, that you're going to meet someone and get into a relationship. And I feel that it's going to be a soulmate relationship. There's going to be a soulmate connection. It feels like he's a little bit younger, about maybe 1 or 2 or 3 years younger, so not, right within your age group. So he's a little bit younger, and it feels he does something creative, that he's very creative. And it feels like he rents a guest house and that he has a dog. And it feels like he has a son that he has joint custody with his ex-wife with, that he's been married before and has a son. And it feels like there's a good compatibility in the relationship, that you and he would get along really well and have a really good compatibility with each other. And it feels like you would get close, like when you meet him, you would get close rather quickly. You would feel like you already know him. There's a sense of knowing. So there could be a past life, connection also with him. He may have been a lover or husband in a past life. So I feel that it's going to be a good relationship, and it's coming up June, July, August. So it's, within the next 3 months, not counting May, there'll be a relationship coming up for you. You will get on Section 8. I feel that you will be approved, and you will be able to find Section 8 housing, and it's going to happen within 1 or 2 months, and so you will be moving this year to a Section 8 housing, and you'll find a nice place to live. So you will be getting that. So thank you for calling, Yolanda.
Yvonne.
Yolanda. We're now going to continue our interview with Bryan Rawls, and then we're going to take our next caller. Bryan, is light language available to everyone?
Yes, light language is absolutely available to everyone, but some folks have stronger capacities than others to speak it and to actually use it. So I do feel as if there are particular people that are actually born to speak light language and to actually use it throughout their life. And there are some folks that actually do actually know that they can speak it, but don't actually utilize it. So it's all a kind of trial and error for people that actually remember how to speak it. Because that's a big thing that's awakening on the template of planet Earth at this moment, is that the energies are awakening this within us and allowing us to remember our star knowledge, our star wisdom from past lifetimes. Because not all past lifetimes that we've had have been here on planet Earth. They've been in other dimensions and other dimensional folds, and then also in other realities like Earth, as well as also future realities like Earth or some other planet. So yeah, the energy it's all about kind of remembering. And remembering that we have the frequency and the power to change this by using our voice and our throat chakra.
Awesome. And let's take our next caller, Bryan, which is area code 415. Hello, 415.
Hello, this is Anne.
Hello, Anne. Good afternoon. And Anne, what is your question today?
Well, my work is kind of seasonal, and it's slowing up down a lot around Memorial Day. So any kind of end of May, beginning of June, any new opportunities for new work or different revenue of income?
Okay, so what I do see here is I see that there are going to be some opportunities that kind of stick their head out at you. And then I also see a big desire to be your own boss. Is that a big desire of yours?
Yes, but I have done it in the past, but I don't want to do that same type of work as my own boss. So it's not clear of what I would be doing.
Well, I get that feeling of wanting to make your own hours, be your own boss, not necessarily do the same old thing that you used to do, but this is a new venture of some sort that obviously you have no clue about, but it's going to be a aha moment, okay? And what I mean by aha moment is it's going to be kind of like a synchronization. And what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to do a light language activation of remembrance.
Thank you.
Okay? And I want you to basically, just keep your mind open, all right? Because your monkey mind may get in the way and be like, well, what is this fool trying to say to me? All right? Don't let that monkey mind get in the way. Don't let that monkey mind get in the way. Just take some deep breaths in and drop into your heart and listen to my voice. Ahinu ora tahita stiata ora ukunea tastin eketo ora. Bendo oko ora enguando ukuno telo ora patayene ekiasto ora tain. Vedo oko bakure e pahakiana akastele to urombo. Vedwa katain. Idabrata tendolo ora atain. Ibarastele to ora atain. And deep right in. Bring that energy up and through the root chakra, in through the sacral, up through the solar, into the heart, into the throat, up through the third eye, down into the well of dreams at the back of the head, up and out the crown chakra, doubling back into the fourth eye where your head was soft when you were a baby, beaming down into the pineal gland, all the way down the Sushumna, activating the 8-cell blueprint at the perineum. And deep breath in. Okay, so that activation is going to probably take about 36 to 48 hours for it to fully integrate. And as it fully integrates, you may have some flash memories, not necessarily memories of this lifetime, but memories of other lifetimes. So if odd shit comes to mind, or excuse my language, I apologize. If odd stuff comes to mind, don't miswrite it off or do anything like that. Jot it down. That's the reason why they made pencil and paper. It's for you to write stuff down. All right, so take notes. And what I see is I see your hands lighting up, and then I also see your mind kind of look like it almost looks like a picture frame that's showing the images, not necessarily intuitive, okay, but I see problem solver all over you, okay. I see almost like counselor, life coach, some excuse my language again, some shit like that. And I'm just basically being being upfront and honest with you. You have a understanding for leadership, and you need to use it.
Oh, yeah.
But let's see what Shelley has.
Thank you so much.
I feel, Anne, that there's going to be some work coming up for you in June, July. And some type of contractor. You're going to be it's going to be a contract type
I've
of
done
job.
that. Yeah, that's good.
And it does feel like it's something different than what you're doing now. So it'll be, it'll be something new, something different for you that you'll like better. And it looks like it could end up being a long contract, because once your contract is up, they're going to renew the contract. So it looks like it could end up being a little bit longer of a job than the job that you're coming off of. So I see that coming up for you. And I do feel within a year or two that you will have your own business, and it's some type of consulting firm. You'll be a consultant, and you'll have your own business, your own company. But that's within 1 or 2 years. So for now, you're going to have a good career and be working and be enjoying your work.
That's the first step for sure. Yeah.
And Bryan, how can Anne get in contact with you?
You can get in contact with me at 586-659-9620. That's the office number, or you can go to my website at www.amagicaljourney.com. And if you would like to take advantage of the special, I recommend that you email me straight out, and I can send you an invoice that way. And that is angelicguidance13@gmail.com.
And you could get a hold of me, Anne, at 818-744-5241, or go to psychichorizon.com. And thank you for calling, Anne.
Thanks so much. Thanks for your messages and the show.
You're welcome, and have a good day, dear.
Thank you.
I'm now ready to continue my interview with Bryan Rawls on light language, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 708. How does one speak light language, Bryan?
Okay. One basically either awakens it spontaneously, or it is gradually spoken over time. Like with me, I downloaded one dialect, and I tell you the truth here, it sounded just like it sounded kind of like I just popped out of my mother's womb again, and it sounded like I was a baby at first. And then my words started to mature into actual syllables, and then they matured into actual sentences, and then they matured into actual conversations, and not necessarily all of them were interpreted for me, but they came in almost like a storybook, like how you get the beginning, the middle, and then the end, but it's like a constant middle. It's almost like it doesn't end. So you're constantly getting more information, more templates, more downloads, more upgrades. And at times it's a little bit too much for the physical body, but you just got to remember to ground.
Awesome. And let's take our next caller, Bryan, which is area code 708. Hello, 708.
Hi, my name is Anne.
Hello, Anne. Good afternoon. And Anne, how can we help you?
Well, I want to know about if I will be able to get employment soon, and also I'm working on pet communication, animal communication, and I want to know how that is going to fare out.
Okay. So first off, I I can tell that you are I guess you would say aspiring animal communicator, because there is a ton load of deceased animals, as well as also animals that have that are still on the planet that are actually at your feet and also beside you. So that is showing very clear to me, almost like a menagerie of animals is around you. And then I see as if there is, you are going to be receiving some form of transition into a career or into I see as if this is a temporary job that's going to last at least probably about a year to 2 years, possibly 3. But after that 3-year mark, I see as if you are going to eventually venture out and possibly partner with somebody, or possibly go into business for yourself. But I do see that you are going to receive some form of substantial income during these next the first and the second year. And it seems as if it's going to be a permanent job for now, but temporary job temporary job as in looking into the future. So you're not going to always be there. You will get a change up in about 14 to 18 months, which will kind of your interest in something else. Shelley has to say.
I feel, Anne, that you are going to be diagnosing health conditions of pets. So you're going to be developing your medical intuitive abilities. I see you doing animal communication, but I also see you becoming a medical intuitive. I think that you have the ability to diagnose illnesses and disease that people and pets have. And I feel that you'll be making money off the animal communication, that you will be doing it on a professional level and getting clients, and you would be going to people will either be bringing the pets to your home, or you would be going to people's homes to see the pets. There will be a lot of in-person work. You'll be doing phone work too, on the phone, long distance, for people that live long distance, animal communication, but it's mostly going to be in person, seeing the pet. And I feel that they would be a clinic or a pet store that you would be promoting yourself in, and that may have you come and set up animal communication sessions for you, that you may be working out of some place doing the pet communication or a metaphysical store. It's either a clinic, a pet store, or a metaphysical store that you're going to be doing the pet communication with. You will get work. Eventually you work for yourself full time doing the medical, intuitive, and pet communication. I feel that there might be more than one job, because you'll be working at a facility doing animal communication, and you'll be working at another job that seems to be coming up in the next 3 to 4 weeks that will be lasting a few years, and eventually you do your animal communication and medical intuitive full time. So, Bryan, how can Anne get in contact with you?
And you can get in contact with me at 586-659-9620, or you can go to my website at www.amagicaljourney.com, or you can also email me if you would like to take advantage of the special offer, and that is Angelic Guidance 1 ann3@gmail.com. And thank you, Ann.
Well, I have to thank both of you. And I feel, Shelley, you're right, because when I look at animals, I can kind of tell what's wrong with them, whether it be arthritis, they got a sore foot, they're in pain. So you're right. And thank you. I never would have thought of contacting PetSmart or some place like that, or using a metaphysical store to do my animal communication. So thank you for planning that. Thank you so much, both of you, for planting those seeds. I'm so thrilled.
You're welcome, Ann, and have a good weekend.
Wonderful.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
dear.
you.
I'm now going to continue my interview with Bryan Rawls on light language, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 416. What does light language do to our psychic abilities, Bryan?
Okay, so it enhances, empowers, and encourages our psychic abilities to pop out. Okay, it increases visions, increases hearing capacities, it increases feeling capacities. It is just an all-around, a very expanding tool. Even just speaking a small phrase and using that to lift your spiritual vibration. It's almost like it's like popping in a new battery, or popping in or drinking a cup of coffee. It's like a cup of coffee for your psychic abilities.
Awesome. And Bryan, let's take our next caller, which is area code 416. Hello, 416.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How
Hello.
are you?
Hi, Bryan and Shelley. I love you both. My question is, I'm doing my evolution thing, and I feel like all the stuff I'm stepping into is kind of in my field. It's just I'm not ready for it. But in the meantime, I'm trying to possibly relocate from one city to another to help our financial reasons. But I have my husband and his parents who are elderly, and we both have condos currently, and that we're trying to sell. We've actually.
Are you currently in the West?
In Toronto, Ontario.
Okay.
Canada. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
is that west of
we're east of Detroit.
Where is?
West
Okay,
of New York.
now I know where it is. I just had to see it. Apologize. All right, so what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing whatever is, okay, they keep on showing me west, okay,
Yeah.
and I don't know exactly what's west from Toronto, because I see Toronto, I see it on the map, but I cannot envision what's west of Toronto, but they keep showing me west.
Yes, and that is exactly where we want to go.
Okay, and it does feel to me like you are going to financially be able to do this.
Okay.
Okay, was that one of your concerns as well?
Yeah, because there's two condos here, and my in-laws own theirs, we own ours, and I'm kind of taking charge of everything and getting us all moved out so that we can take care of my in-laws because they're elderly. And
they are saying shop around on certain things that you're trying to do. Say, for instance, moving trucks or moving vans or transportation of certain items. Shop around. They plainly put in, it's almost like spotlights. Shop around. And
But
they said you will be able to work with the budget that you're working with.
And do you feel that we will move, or?
Yes, you will move. I see you will move before September.
Okay.
Okay.
Because,
I see before.
Yeah.
I personally see before September, but Shelley could possibly see something else. But what do you think, Shelley?
I see before September too, and I think that you are going to relocate, and I feel that all of you will be living together, the elderly parents and you and your husband, and it looks like you're going to get a house. And it looks like that the condos will sell. They're nice condos, and I think they'll sell before September. So that's where you're going to get the money to be able to afford to move and to get the house. You're going to have a house. So I feel that you are going to move and relocate. And it looks like the relocation will be good. You'll be happier living in the new location than where you live now. It'll be more spacious and roomy, and it'll have a nice sized yard. And I see dogs. Do you have dogs?
We have a cat.
Oh, all right. Are you thinking of getting a dog?
Not at the moment. My cat would not be happy with that one.
She's kind of a loner.
Unless my cat passes on. She's pretty old.
Yeah, the cat will move with you, and the cat is old, but the cat's in good condition. You take very good care of her, and she's a sweet cat.
Yes.
And Bryan, how can the caller get in contact with you?
You can get in contact with me at 586-659-9620. And you can also go to my website at magicaljourney.com. And I just wanted to add real quick that I see the condos selling, one selling in June, one selling in July.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank you.
All right, and I will tell you, since you own it, you want to look up the St. Joseph novena or prayer to sell a house.
Okay.
It works, I tell you.
St. Joseph Novena prayer?
Yep, the St. Joseph Novena prayer. And you want to get you a small statue of St. Joseph, and on the property of each condo, you want to bury St. Joseph upside down.
Okay.
All right, and then what that upside down is he will do it quickly. He will allow for the condos to sell quickly so that he can be placed upright again. Okay?
Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
And you could get a hold of me at 818-744-5241 or go to my website psychichorizon.com. And thank you for calling the Psychic Horizon Show.
Thank you so much. I love you both.
Love you too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. We're now going to continue our interview with Bryan Rawls on light language, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is area code 478. How does light language ease pain, Bryan?
Light language eases pain, and it's basically light language hones in directly in a painful place, such as like I've had a client that had her wrist operated on for carpal tunnel syndrome, and I told her to hold out her hand, put her hand like probably about 3 to 4 inches from my face, and allow for me to speak light language directly into the hand. and then I also spoke directly into the wrist as well. And what it done was it basically acted like a kind of like something that would clean out like a small space. It acted like a vacuum, and it pulled the pain directly out.
Awesome. And let's take our next caller, Brian, which is area code 478. Hello, 478.
Hello.
And who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
Yes, my name is Tara.
Tara?
Yes, ma'am.
As you said, Tara?
Yes, ma'am.
And Tara, how can we help you?
Yes, I was calling because today I'm going through something very financial-wise, and I have to pay rent today before 12, and I have tried everything in my power to get this money. I'm trying to see, I still have like 7 or 8 hours. Am I going to come up with this money today? Because it's not just me, it's me and my 3 daughters.
Okay, so this is what you want to do. All right, so you want to get you a green candle. All right, you want to write on the green. You want to carve in the green candle your name and the amount of money that you need. Okay, don't be greedy. Ask for the amount of money that you need, like the money that you need to pay the rest of the rent, and say, for instance, to kind of give you a couple meals. So say probably about $600 to $800. Okay, and you can do this multiple times after you receive the $800. Okay, so say for instance, put in $800 underneath your name on a green candle, and then you want to mix you some sugar and honey together. Okay, as you're mixing that sugar and honey together, you want to basically blow your intention into the sugar and honey. Coat the candle, starting at the bottom of the candle, going up towards you, okay, because you're bringing the money towards you. All right, and then you want to coat the whole candle going towards you. And then you want to sprinkle or save you a little bit of the honey and sugar mixture. And then you want to sprinkle the candle with cinnamon powder. And then you want to light that sucker up. All right, once you light that sucker up, then you place that sugar and honey on the back of your tongue and hold it in your mouth. And then you're going to sweet talk that candle, and you're going to say, "Candle, I need $800 by next Friday. Please bring it to me. Thank you. And I am abundant, I am prosperous, and I am powerful." And then basically pray the 23rd Psalm over the candle, and then you want to swallow that sugar and honey mixture. All right, and let that candle burn all the way down. As it burns all the way down, that $800 will come to you.
So it won't happen today.
What is that?
I said, because I need it by 12 a.m. tonight.
Okay. So you want to pray with all your might, pray with all your heart, and trust. Okay, you have to trust this because it's your intentions. And then before you even do that, you can also say, what is it going to take for me to earn or make this money come to me so I can pay the rest of my rent for me and my grandchildren to stay safe. And then what that's going to do is that's going to allow the universe to grab up that question and make it happen for you. And I tell you, a blessing will come to you. A blessing will come to you. Okay? So I'm going to do a light language blessing for you, and maybe this activation will be the thing that sets it in motion for you, and then I'll hand you off to Shelley, okay? So take a deep breath in.
Anukura Pastandora Okotiara Astande Hiteto Ukuma Koreata in Letoko Okotia. Pashondo Urepe Etiando Okustandi Helepo Okoi Rapastando Okotia. Lequatoria Patina Istando Urasta. And deep breath in. And Shelley?
I fear you're going to be a little bit late on the rent, but you'll be having the rent by the end of next week. So I think that if you need a little bit more time to pay the rent, your landlord will give you more time. So you may have until Friday of next week, and I feel that this money spell will bring money to you, so you'll be able to pay your rent. But it may take, you may be a little late, but the landlord will be understanding and allow you to be late.
Yes, ma'am.
And Brian, how can Tara get in contact with you?
Tara, you can get in contact with me at 586-659-9620, or you can go to my website at www.amagicaljourney.com, or you can email me at angelicguidance13@gmail.com. And thank you, Tara.
Thank you, Tara.
Thank you so much.
We're now going to continue our interview with Bryan Rawls, and then we're going to take our next caller, which is Carolyn, area code 818. How does one receive a light language session from you, Brian?
Well, one receives a light language session easily by contacting me at either my office at 586-659-9620. You can also go to my website at www.amagicaljourney.com. That is AMAGICKALJOURNEY.com. Or you can also email me at angelicguidance13@gmail.com. And I also have a special that I placed for the week of the 15th through the 20th, and that is from this past Monday to this coming Sunday, the 20th, at midnight. And it is 30 minutes for $50, 45 minutes for $75, and 60 minutes for $100, and then 90 minutes for $150. And if anybody would like to take advantage of that special offer, they can contact me through email or by calling the office. And I will most definitely set you up with an appointment and send off an invoice to you. And thank you.
You're welcome, Brian. And let's take our next caller, which is Carolyn, area code 818. Hello, Carolyn.
Hello. Hi, Brian. Hi, Shelley.
Hey, Carolyn. A long time no see.
I know. But I have a question for you.
Wonderful.
I want to know, what can I do to get rid of inflammation in my body?
Okay, inflammation in the body. One thing that I swear by is Epsom salt and sea salt and baking soda. It will reduce the uric acid in the body and will reduce inflammation. Another thing I swear by is essential oils. And depending on what essential oils you use, you got to be very careful because if I'm correct, I believe you have diabetes. So you need to be very careful with some of the oils that you use. But I actually do have an aromatherapist on my team now, which if you would like me to hook you up with her, let me know. Also, there are some very wonderful new tools that I'm getting ready to basically producing into sessions, which will one, reduce inflammation in the body and help with pain in the body, as well as also give more information about healing the body and living pain-free. So yes, do contact me about that. But there are many ways of reducing inflammation in the body. So don't just try one, try them all. And try to stay away from the pharmaceuticals, because pharmaceutical company is a little bit on the wild side. I mean, you do live in California, so take advantage of that cannabis, because it's medicine too. It's a flower. So try it out. See if that works, because a lot of people say that cannabis works wonderfully for inflammation. Even the CBD oil massages are very popular for reducing inflammation. So check out that. And you might even want to try a Himalayan salt cave. That would work wonderfully too.
Okay, you said Himalaya salt, what?
Yes, a Himalayan salt cave.
Cave, okay.
Yeah, you should be able to find one of those over there. It's hard to find one over here. So, yeah, you should be able to.
Oh, okay, thank you. That's great information.
And Bryan, how can Carolyn get in contact with you?
Carolyn, you can get in contact with me at 586-659-9620, or you can go to my website at www.amagicaljourney.com, or you can email me at angelicguidance13@gmail.com. And thank you so much, Carolyn.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pleasure. Yeah, great day. Okay, thank you, Shelley.
I want to thank Bryan Rawls for being my special guest on the Psychic Horizon show. He will
Thank
be
you
back
so much, Shelley.
on June 14th. And I wanted to thank Tiffany White, Sage Woman of Goldilocks Production, for producing the Psychic Horizon show. And I want to thank all the callers who participated in the Psychic Horizon show today.
Thank you so much, Shelley.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.